¿Qué pedo?
¿Pero qué hizo?
Mira, mira, mira. Mira, mira. No. Hey, grábalo bien, bien, grábalo. Grábalo.
¿Ya vieron?
Ya lo están grabando, lo están grabando. Mira, ese que pegó, mira.
Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness. I'm going to make a quick reaction video to the video of a Westminster police officer punching a woman in the face. This is what led to that incident. There was a dog roaming the street. There was an Asian woman who tried to rescue the dog. Apparently the dog belonged to the family of the lady who was being arrested. So the lady who was being arrested confronted the Asian woman, and the Asian woman, I guess, felt threatened. It appears that there were words exchanged. An eyewitness said the lady who was being arrested threatened the Asian woman, but she didn't put her hands on her or anything like that. The Asian woman called the police. The police came, and based on, I guess, the reports from the Asian woman, they arrested her. It also appears that she had an outstanding felony warrant for vandalism, allegedly. I don't know, I didn't see any warrant, but that's what the reports said. The lady who was arrested, her brother said she's suffering from bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, and the police department knows that because they have a history with her. Apparently, they've probably arrested her before. They most likely have seen her in court, but they have a history, so they knew. So the officers felt that she was under the influence of something. I don't know if they said alcohol, but at least they know she has a history of bipolar disorder and maybe some other mental challenges she may be going. So they try to walk her to the street and wait for the medics to arrive. As we're walking her, she started to kick one of the officers. So they try to shove her to the ground, and that is when she kicks the other officer. She was already in handcuffs. There were three cops total. So she kicks one of the other officer, maybe multiple times or so. Then he responded by punching her in the face. So this is my analysis here. First of all, as I watched the video, I can see that the problem with the police department, first of all, doesn't seem to be all about training. I think training is still part of the problem to an extent, but I think the bulk of the problem is recruitment. See, you cannot convert good people into, you cannot convert bad people into good people. You cannot. If you recruit bad people from the outset, you're gonna have a flawed police department. Take a look at that officer. You can tell, just take a look at him. The officer who punched the lady. Take a look at him. You can tell it's probably one of those officers who never got laid in high school. He probably never got laid. He probably couldn't get girls. He probably was socially dysfunctional. He probably never had any leadership roles. He probably never had anything. And you recruit that kind of person. He probably was a guy that, he was just a weirdo, loner, couldn't make friends, couldn't do anything. Not to say those kind of people need to be ostracized, but those are the kind of assessments you need to be looking at when you recruit officers. So you give this kind of guy who probably didn't get laid in high school, you give him a badge and a gun and some power. He is going to abuse it. He also looks like he's a coward. Like you have a lady here restrained with two of your other buddies, and she kicks you and she's like, oh, it hurt my feelings so bad. I have to punch her in the face. Does that make him feel good? Like, oh, I got you back. You got a lady back who was handcuffed, who can only defend herself with her legs. And pow, pow, you punch her. Does that make the officer feel good? I bet it does make him feel good. It makes him feel like a man. These are the kind of police officers, some of the police officers you have roaming around with guns. Another thing is that this lady was charged with resisting arrest and an assault on a police officer. But who is there to charge that officer? Most likely, more often than not, they do not get charged. And kudos to the other two officers who stopped this lunatic officer from repeatedly punching this lady. Because he would have kept punching her. They had to stop like, no, 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 no. And the lady who was recording said she felt the only reason the officers intervened and stopped the punching was because they knew they were on camera. This is why accountability is important. This is why it's important. Think about the George Floyd situation. The other two officers failed to intervene and rescue George Floyd from Derek Chauvin, who was a convicted murderer. He's a convicted murderer. Not that we needed the conviction to prove he was a murderer, but we saw that he was already a murderer. The other officers have been charged also, and are going to get their trial very soon if they don't take a plea. So now officers are beginning to get the message. This is how accountability creates a change in behavior and a pattern of practice. Because the other officers are now looking, yo, we don't want to, stop. We're on camera. Even if we're not on camera, just stop. I don't want to be charged to you as an accessory. I don't want to be sanctioned to you. That is why accountability is very, very important. Based on my assessment of this video, this is clearly excessive force. First of all, there was no need for the officer to punch the lady. It was a response in anger. An officer is a professional. He should expect that people are going to resist arrest, especially knowing that this lady has some mental issues and health issues and maybe under the influence. That's more the reason why he should exercise professionalism in not returning with a punch. All he had to do was hold her legs. Maybe hold her legs or try to hold her legs, but she was already in handcuffs, so she was not that much of a threat or a threat. She was not a threat. You got two other guys over there, two other officers. So this is what I'm saying. It's clearly excessive force. I don't think he should get fired or whatever, should lose his job. I think maybe he should probably do some jail time, because, that's probably some kind of assault on her too, at the very least, battery. Let him do some jail time too. Let him do community service, pick some trash in the streets. Let him face the same consequences that other people would have faced in the same situation had they assaulted this lady. Let him face the same punishment. Let him do jail time, community service, maybe a mental assessment or whatever it is, some additional training, anger management, because he punched her in anger. It was not to stop any kind of threat or whatever on him. This was clearly excessive force. It was not needed. So I hope that the lady gets the treatment that she needs and the help that she needs. And I hope this officer gets the punishment that he deserves. I hope the lady too, whatever she's charged with, if she is guilty of that, let her, get a lawyer, face the criminal justice system. No one is above the law, people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, think about this, people. The character of a person is more important than anything else. Police officers, police academy, police places all over the United States. They need to do more, make more of an effort in recruiting the right people with the right character in the first place. So people, say no to extreme foolishness.